Small East, their leading scorer is Jackson Wheaton, a 6'2 graduate from Stewart. He played for his father, Jeff, and averaged almost 23 points a game, and the Hornets were very, very good during the Wheaton tandem years.
Yeah, OBCA Class B Player of the Year. He'll play at Neosho.
How about the dual state champions, 4-time state champions from Dale, East at Edmondson? Like Jackson, he played for his father, Jeff, at Dale. And then, of course, the big guy, 6'6 Trey Chambers from Dale as well.
Yeah, how about their record over a 4-year span?
Pretty
122
good.
wins and 4 losses, and I believe you called all 126 of those games.
I wished I did. I called a lot of them, but not that many. How about for the West? They've got some big-time scoring punch. They have a total of 3 players that average at least 21 points a game through their senior season on the All-State roster tonight.
Yeah, it'll be fun to watch. Guys like Justin Davenport that you just, he's a pure scorer, and it'll be fun to watch these guys get after it, as well as Devin Burt Jr. from Riverside. Man, what a kid he is, 3.4 GPA. Got to play in the OBCA All-Star game at UCO, and he'll play at Southwestern Christian this next year.
Members of the Small West squad lining up near midcourt, being introduced to the assembled tonight along with their respective head coaches. They'll do the same in just a moment for the Small East. Speaking of coaches, the Small East tonight is led by Tim Van Duser. He is from Summit Christian. Last year, they were the state champions. They've won 91 of their last 97 and won 26 of 28 last year. He is assisted by Moyers High School coach Tony Maris. He went 24-6 this past season, has 91 wins over 4 seasons. And how about the story unfolding tonight, Doug? 2 people that you know very well. John Hardaway, the boys coach at Cashion, last 12 years, 206 wins. He's led the Wildcats to the state tournament 3 of the last 5 years, and they bowed out to Dale in the quarterfinals this year. He was supposed to be assisted by Jason Wilson, the head coach from Sterling, who went 22-5 and took Sterling to the Class A quarterfinals this past season. However, Wilson was unable to attend tonight, so they told John Hardaway, you can pick whoever you want to be your assistant tonight. And how about him going deep back at his history to bring in his former high school basketball coach, Mark Van Meter, from Fairview High School.
Yeah, Mark,
someone you know a lot.
Yeah, the Van Meter's just a huge name in the Fairview public schools. But Van Meter, how about a great guy he is? And how about this? Getting to come out of not retirement or semi-retirement, I guess, and there he is getting his a plaque for doing this. But what an honor to coach one of your best players ever, and just to be back one more time together as coaches.
Mark was one of the members of that dynamic coaching staff back in the 1990s at Fairview, and they dominated just in about every sport. Your former high school head coach, Lyle Welsh, was at Fairview as the football coach at that time. You had the late David Glover. You had Jay Zare at one point. You had Mark Van Meter. I mean, there's a lot of wins.
Yeah, that
a
was
lot of success.
That was my first ever coaching job, 91, 92 at Fairview, Oklahoma, and it was incredible to get to spend a lot of time with these guys, whether it was during games, practices, or even at lunchtime, just get to listen and steal nuggets of knowledge that these guys were pouring in as a first-year coach at Fairview.
I was going to ask you, would that be your advice to somebody getting into the business now? Get to be around the best that you could possibly be and listen and learn.
Yep.
Don't talk, listen and learn, and soak knowledge up like a sponge.
Yeah, you mentioned Coach Welsh. I played for him at Pond Creek, and just him given me an opportunity to come in and be a part of what was an incredible Hall of Fame staff. You mentioned the names of these guys. But, yes, just if you're a young guy, soak up all the knowledge, go to these clinics, go to the meetings, be a part of it. It's been going on forever, and it'll continue. It's a rite of passage for Oklahoma coaches to come to this week and celebrate these kids. And that's what we want to do tonight, is celebrate these kids. And we'll talk about them as we go throughout and mention their highlights. But good-looking group right here on both sides.
Here's the rosters for the Small East. It's Easton Edmondson from Dale, Judah Gibson from Sequoia Claremore, Jackson Wheaton from Stewart, Case Lindley from Wright City, Diesel Davis from OK, C.J. Bernard from Varnum, Trey Chambers from Dale, Jacob Smithy from Chandler, Easton Prater from Sequoia Claremore, and today's late addition from Kansas High School, Seneca Steele. For the Small West, it's Braylon Goings from Millwood, Justice Davenport from Granite, Blade Harris from Marlowe, Sentinels Brady Wooten, Colton Dillingham from Drummond, Kyler Thiessen from Calumet, Devin Burt Jr. from Riverside, Elijah Garcia from Crooked Oak, Hunter Muckenborg from Okarche, and Nate Hidalgo from Hooker. And how about Hidalgo's trip, 324 miles one way from Hooker here to Tulsa Memorial High School for the All-State festivities. Both teams have been introduced along with their coaches. We're going to take one final break. Be back. We'll tip off game one of our OCA All-State Boys doubleheader next here on Squirtle.
In our business and at our firm, it's all about preparation, preparation, preparation. We are advocates for our client. We speak for them. So as a part of that advocacy, it involves hiring the best experts. It's doing the legal research. It's doing the medical research. That is advocacy behind the scenes. It's not just the bells and whistles in front of the jury.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
It's more than just your lawn. It's your grass kingdom, your green canvas, your fairway to heaven. It deserves the Kubota Z400. With class-leading speed, agility, a powerful transmission, simple deck height adjustments, and legendary Kubota quality. When you need comfort, convenience, and performance, then you need the professional-grade Kubota Z400. Visit your local Kubota dealer today.
Day in and day out, you're committed. Every practice, every training, every game, every meet, you put in the work. Your fans may not see it, but you do. You have a story to tell, a personal brand, a career to launch, and an audience to connect with. Take control of your story with Athleon.co. You're doing the work. You deserve to benefit from it.
Back inside Memorial Veterans Arena, Todd Miller, Doug Nelson, the Squirtle crew tonight. Squirtle also broadcasting in Catoosa tonight, the OCA Wrestling All-State Game. So a busy night here on the Sports Animal various apps and, of course, Squirtle and Squirtle.tv.
I was watching Coach Edmondson right there talking to his young man, his son, Easton, giving some last-minute words of advice. How hard is it for him not to play for his dad in this game?
Yeah, he hasn't known anything but his dad, to be honest with you. Jeff's coached that group that just ransacked Class 2A boys basketball the last 4 years since they were of a very, very young age. The East tonight will be the team in blue. The West will be in the reverse red and blue uniforms. And speaking of Easton Edmondson, he will be one of the starting five tonight for the Small East. Trey Chambers, who is headed for Manhattan Christian, the other Dale Pirate represented tonight, will come off the bench. In the center circle, it's going to be Jacob Smithy, the 6'6" graduate from Chandler High School, and he is going to oppose Nate Hidalgo, the 6'7" native of Hooker. Small West will go from right to left, and we are underway in game one of our All-State doubleheader tonight here from Memorial High School in Tulsa. Lade Harris, the former Marlowe Outlaw, into the front court, handles the basketball, gets a screen. Now they roll Hidalgo. Nate pump fakes, tries to drive, spins left, goes up, was challenged. The shot comes up short. Good defense by Smithy, and the rebound to the East.
Diesel Davis with the rebound, and that young man can get it as well. It'll be fun to watch him. A little 1-4 high set here to start.
Easton Edmondson dribbles left wing side. Out high it goes for Judah Gibson, the former Eagle from Sequoia Claremore. He drives, bounces at right corner. First three of the night is on the way, and it is good. Diesel Davis knocks down the first bucket. It's a three, and it's 3-0. The East on top of the West.
Part of a state runner-up team back in 2023. State tournament in 2024. 27-5 for Davis.
Open
this
three,
year.
left wing, no good. Underneath Hidalgo with a stick back. It was blocked partially. The rebound, though, carries back out to the Small West. Open three right side by Braylon Goins is good.
Goins, yeah, way downtown. Average 11.2.
And he could have averaged more, but they had a stud team that won Class 3A. Block at the other end. The West has the rebound. Game tied at 3. Another three splashes home by Braylon Goins. He is the first 6, and it's a 6-3 West lead.
Kansas Wesleyan is where he'll play next year.
Over the left wing side of the basketball is Jacob Smithy. Now Edmondson drives, delivers, down low. Chambers, his teammate at Dale, gets the feed and the lay-in.
Seen that a few times over the years, haven't we?
We have. 2 years ago, won the Tournament of Champions here in the Tulsa area, one of the smallest schools to ever do so. Between the circles is Hidalgo with the basketball, bounces it right wing side. They pull it back out high for the former Marlowe outlaw, Blade Harris. To Goins, jump passes, Harris, 3 right circle, good.
It's got a great look at that. Calumet, average 11.1, state champs this year, 28-3.
Thiessen and not Wooten. It's 9-5. The West has started hot. Now they leave Gibson unguarded. He knocks the eyes out of a 3.
Played for Tim Bard. He'll go to NEO next year.
9-8 as we play just over 2 minutes of this 8-minute period. Handoff right. Braylon Goins drives, bounce pass knocked away. Picked back out front by Hidalgo. Back to Goins, top of the circle. Goins gets a screen left. Cut off at the elbow of the stripe. Raises for a 2. Misses his first shot of the night. Rebound underneath to the east. Into the front court with it is Judah Gibson.
Gibson, another good rebound. Here we go, Davis.
Davis drives baseline for the little floater, and he banks it home. Diesel has 5, and the run is 5 straight now for the East. They retake a 1-point advantage.
Davis was part of a 77-13 run over the last 3 years.
Buckenborg, a deep 3 at the Memorial Charger logo. Back rims it. Rebound at Thiessen with a kick out. Misses that one. Weak side. Gibson the rebound. East pushes from left to right. West gets back quickly with 5 minutes to play here in the opening period. It's 10-9. Jab step. Gibson backs out. Follow-away jumper for the foul line. No. Tip good, though, by Chambers.
Chambers will play at Manhattan Christian next year.
Had over 600 rebounds and more than 1,000 points in his all-state career at Dale. 12-9. The lead equals the biggest of the night for the East. Devin Burt Jr., that's Hidalgo, knocks the eyes out of a 3.
Southwestern Kansas is where he'll play next year. Offers from NOC Enid as well, state champion in high jump.
Tied at 12 with 4:40 to play here in the first period. Edmondson clears it to Gibson. Gibson goes up, had it knocked out of his hands by Thiessen. He gets it to Chambers. Back out front, right side. It's Smithy. Jacob attacks right, goes at Hidalgo, knocks the ball away. Smithy gets it back, jumper on the baseline, too strong. Gibson, his teammate, Gibson from Sequoia Claremore has the rebound. Jab steps, puts up a 3. He's fouled, and he's going to the line.
Something you won't see is a lot of fouls called in this thing, and it goes fast. They'll probably sub at the 4-minute mark each quarter.
Thiessen will get the foul. It's his first and the first of the ball game with almost 4 minutes gone. 12-12 tie. Judah Gibson has 3 points to his credit. He averaged over 21 a game for the state tournament Eagles of Sequoia Claremore, so he hits the first.
He's also a 1,500 point scorer over his career, so got the little sticker from Chris Wilfong. I was at the game.
Second free throw. Boy, what a job he does. He'll get one more. He is headed for NEO, averaged again over 21 points a game for Fletcher Reed at Sequoia Claremore. There's an interesting tie to this game as Gibson hits the third. Fletcher Reed has 2 of his former players in the ball game. Fletcher Reed now has been named this summer to succeed the legendary Jeff Edmondson at Dale, and one of the players is Jeff's own coach, our own son, Easton Edmondson, so a little bit of a tie there. In fact, in the OBCA All-Star game earlier this summer in Edmond, Jeff and his longtime assistant Reed Johnson were on one bench. Patrick Reed was on the other. Kick out left corner. 3 on the way is good by Brady Wooten from Sentinel.
Wooten, how about that? Junior year, 29-2 state semifinals.
Game tied at 15. Deep 3 put on straight up by Seneca Steele, the former Kansas Comet. Wouldn't go. Burt Jr. with the rebound. Outlets left side. Davenport glides to the paint. Finds a wide open Dillingham down low. He blew the bunny. Rebound is poked out. The East have it, leading, or actually in a 15-15 tie. Seneca Steele drives to the block, kicks it out left corner, 3 on the way, side rims, goes over the backboard now to play. And possession will go back to the small West with 3:36 to play here with the first period. The game tied at 15.
Dillingham plays at Drummond, or did, Class A, averaged 27.1. He might have been a little nervous on that one right there.
Devin Burt Jr., former Riverside Brave. Yo-Yo dribbles to the top of the circle. That's actually Justice Davenport who tries to feed it to the cutting Wooten, and it's knocked away out of bounds.
Davenport has great handles, already trying to get a couple assists early in this one.
Red and blue cladded West squad to inbound. Good bounce pass that time to Dillingham, and this time he finishes at the rim. Colton, the former Drummond Bulldog, gets his first bucket. That now is 5 straight by the West, and they take a 2-point lead.
You have a little ties to Drummond over the years, don't you?
I've seen a game or two out there, no doubt. Northwest Oklahoma. 3 put up right side. I'm sure you've had some battles at some point in your career with Drummond.
Absolutely. Summer league games and just head-to-head.
Davenport glides down the paint, lays it in. Small town Oklahoma is where it's at.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Granite Class B right there, Davenport, 23.9.
2:52 to play here in the first period, 19-15. Gibson handles it out front, leaves it on the left circle for Jackson Whedon. Whedon pulls up, pump fakes, good bounce pass backdoor. Lindley missed the shot, rebound knocked out. It's off of Whedon, out of bounds, so they'll go to the West.
Yeah, Lindley had a great look there. Great pass, though. Will play baseball at NOC. How about that? 2-time state champion in baseball. I think he throws a fastball 90 mile an hour is what
I'm
I
excited
researched.
about it. Case Lindley going to be a Maverick. I love NOC Tonkawa. 3 out front of the way. Splash.
That
Elijah
was
Garcia.
way downtown, 25-6. He's a floor general for sure.
Whedon tries to get it back. It spins off, unguarded right circle. Rebound to the West, and here they come. Push into the front court. Elijah Garcia, stop and pop 3. Hits the rim and falls in.
Garcia, part of the 1,000-point club.
West filling it up from long distance. They have 9 made field goals, 7 from three-point range as Gibson knifes to the paint, takes a hard foul as he tried to kick the ball out. And that will result in the East inbounding the basketball after the West first, or make that their second team foul here in the period.
So we have 9 on the West and 10 on the East. That'll be interesting in the substitution patterns.
Goins is called for his first personal foul. Whedon to inbound from Stewart, Oklahoma. Looks and finds Easton Prater on the wing. Prater drives to the goal, misses the layup, tip though is home.
Seneca Steele,
Seneca Steele with his first basket.
good-looking kid, muscled up.
Davenport unguarded, puts the 3 up. He missed it short. Long rebound is run down to the front court by Lindley.
Wright City, 20 points a game.
Wing right is Lindley. He picks his dribble up, now gets it to Seneca Steele. They reverse left wing, attacking the goal all the way to the rim, and the bucket is good.
Thought he was going to rise up and try to put that one down.
Average 19 a game for Sequoia Claremore, and a block at the other end. How about that rejection by Jacob Smithy? He brings it coast to coast and lays it in.
The Chandler Lion, home of Lugnut.
Football pass back the other way. Left wing side. Drive into the block is Gibson. Pulls it out of the wing. Now flashing high. Dillingham, his jumper a little too strong. And the rebound to the East. They have the numbers, 3-on-2, and they finish with Smithy.
Right back at it. Very versatile, can shoot the 3 as well. He'll attack the rim.
Devin Burke, though, gets a run-out pass and gets the bucket back at the other end. 27-23 with 50 seconds to play in the first period. And down is Easton Prater. He'll be helped up. And Prater will throw in on the side end.
And Burt Jr., I mentioned earlier, he'll play at Southwestern Christian.
Easton Prater, all-time leading scorer at Sequoia Claremore High School, has 2 off of the bench. Left wing side, Seneca Steele splashes home the 3. It's only the 3rd made 3, though, for the East here in the small school all-state game. Left wing side, Davenport kicks it out of the wing. 3 on the wing. Garcia is good. He's hit 3 of 4 from long distance. The lead to 4 with 20 seconds to go in the period. Driving right is Steele. Has it knocked free from him on the baseline. Looks for a cutter. Finds him, and he'll lay in for Prater. How about Seneca Steele?
Yeah, great pass right there.
Wing right, they dump it down low to Dillingham, who gets free at the rim again and lays it in. 32-28 West, 4 seconds, 3 seconds to go in the period. Driving left, Smithy pulls up. His 3 is an air ball, and that will take us to period number 2.
32-28 after 1. My goodness.
A lot of 3-point baskets, especially for the small West. We're back with period number 2 after this. On score.
East River Roustabout, centrally located in Oklahoma, provides construction services specifically tailored for oilfield projects. Our team consists of highly skilled, experienced professionals who offer a wide range of services in construction, maintenance, and operations, focusing on both upstream and midstream sectors. With a combined 44 years of experience in pipeline and roustabout services, our team leads have a proven track record of success for major energy companies. So call the team at East River Roustabout today, 405-849-5156.
No matter what comes our way, We'll always put you first. You're more than a patient. You're someone we care about. And we're working hard every day to keep you safe and continue to give you the best care so you can feel comfortable here. Not because Stillwater Medical is a healthcare provider, but because we're your provider. And we're ready to see you and serve you right here at home.
Welcome back to Memorial Veterans Arena in Tulsa, Oklahoma. 32-28 West over the East. The East has it to start the second period. Gibson jump passes on the right wing side. Diesel Davis hit his pass for Edmondson, knocked out of bounds. Good defense by Braylon Goins.
Do you think the over-under was 128 on the West on scoring? My goodness, 32 in the first.
Well, you can take the prop bet if you want to. If that happens and continues to happen, three-point shooting. That is now the 12th made three, the fourth by the East in the first period plus.
A lot of shooters right here. Another one.
Goins lets fly a three, misses that one. Chambers with a rebound. Trey puts it on the floor, pulls up to the free throw timeline, lobs it out high. Now they'll hoist up a three. It almost banked in. It spun off. That was
Davis,
who had the hot hand early. West controls the rebound. Left wing is Hunter Muckenborg. He'll back to the free throw line, leaves it out high. Blade Harris from Marlowe. Wing left, Nate Hidalgo. Slides right, three on the way, and he splashes it home.
Southwestern Kansas commit.
I'm telling you, he is so hard to guard, especially in Class 2A, because he can post you and he can shoot from the perimeter.
And he's high jump champion, 6'6".
Smithy drives in against Hidalgo, misses it, but Chambers is there to put the garbage in the compactor. Trey has 6. Lead is 2 for the West. They nearly threw it away. Goins gets the save back in. Now to Harris. His three on line, but short. Goins runs it down to the left corner. Chambers is out there with him. Minute and a half gone in period number 2. Goins off the dribble. Fall away 8-footer, too strong. Rebound tipped that time by Smithy. Chambers couldn't find the handle. Goins has it. Kicks it to Hidalgo. Slides left corner 3, no. Trey with a rebound. Chambers one-hands it down. Now puts the basketball on the floor. He'll bring it down the floor himself.
Double machine for Chambers. He's headed to 10 and 10 for sure.
Ball knocked away. Goins comes out of there with it, throws it up ahead. It's through the fingertips and out of bounds. He was looking ahead for Hunter Muckenborg that time.
Yeah, Chambers, you can just tell. He's headed to at least 10 rebounds, 10-plus points.
6:10 to play here with the opening half, 35-33. They can change right here with this three. Jumper no good by Smithy from long distance. Goins the rebound. Accelerates. Edmondson cuts him off. Braylon now dribbles between the legs out front. Attacks right, draws a double, kicks it Muckenborg right quarter. He whips it back out front, throws it into the backcourt. Look at the hustle here from Smithy. Runs it down, goes to the rim. Shot blocked, foul. Hidalgo. That's his first.
Yeah, you have to call that one right there. Official really didn't want to, but you got to stop it.
So we'll see Jacob Smithy go to the free throw line for 2.
Which that's the second foul of the whole game.
Jacob Smithy is what you call a small-town athlete. All-stater in basketball. Led the Lions to a 24-4 record in the state quarterfinals. Ran the 100 and 200-meter dashes as he misses the first free throw. And as the starting quarterback for Chandler's Tradition-Rich football program, he threw for right at 1,500 yards.
Per Mr. Tony Wilson, he is a great kid. And just like you said, versatile.
Second free throw is good, so the East have parlayed 4 of their 5 free throws into points. And Smithy now will check out of the lineup for the small East. 35-34.
You'll call the All-State football game tomorrow night, and still looks like he could play linebacker.
Yeah, he does. Going screen left. Works around Hidalgo. He wants it. Nate covered up top of the circle. Reverses right wing side. A lot of dribbling out front. That's
way downtown. That was a Harris.
Missed by Harris. It spun out. The rebound to the small East. They could retake the lead. As Gibson gets cleared on the screen right into the front court, he collides with the near wing, and a foul's going to be called. That'll be the second against the small West, and the first, make that the second on Goins.
Tried to split that double team right there and end up getting the foul called.
35-34, 5:19 to play here in the first half. Edmondson from Gibson handles the inbounds pass. Easton spins, pulls up from 13. It rolls off, no good. And the rebound to Hidalgo. That's Easton Edmondson at his best. That kid could have averaged 16 or 17 a game. He instead finishes as Dale's all-time leader in assists. Offensive rebound off the stick back. They find Hidalgo knifing to the paint for the layup.
You talked about him needing to play at the next level, but he wants to be an EMT, a fireman. And so he's going to choose that path. One of the smartest kids I've ever seen play the game.
He's doubled, has it knocked away. Goins with a steal, bounces it up ahead for Muckenborg. His return bounce pass knocked out of bounds by the Small East. 37-34, the West lead of the East of the Small State All-State game with 4:40 to play here in the first half. Muckenborg to inbound. Ball slips through the fingertips of Hidalgo. It's run down out front, Blade Harris. Harris against Chambers. Attacks, pivots. Good defense by Trey. Forces him to give it up to Hidalgo, left wing. Under 4.5 to play first half. Hidalgo working one-on-one. Pivots and goes back out front to Blade Harris. Harris working against Chambers on the switch. Takes him off the dribble. Right hand, left angle. Good.
Yeah, right at him. Took the contact and finished through it.
39-34. That is 4 straight by the East, or the West, driving down the paint, and the pass knocked away out of bounds as Diesel Davis was the one handling the ball.
Yeah, trying to make something happen right there. Now we'll get mass substitutions, almost the 4-minute mark. This is what they did last night in the girls' game.
John Hardaway told us on the floor before the ball game, Doug, and this shouldn't be a surprise, we're playing to win this thing. And if you know John Hardaway, you know that he's playing to win.
Yeah, he was a young man when I was at Fairview way back in 91, 92. I believe he was about in the 6th grade.
Lindley with the basketball between the circles, screen left. On the roll, they bounce it to Seneca Steele. Spins, pulls up with the paint, got it.
Beautiful.
The shot was flat, but it still found the
nice,
bottom.
Yeah, nice turnaround, finished off.
Elijah Garcia drives baseline and lays it in, and he'll get it and one. Tell you what, this Elijah Garcia kid has really impressed me. One of the reasons that Crooked Oak was so good and have made the state tournament in their class 2 of the last 3 years.
Yeah, I got to watch him a couple times. We played Crooked Oak at home, and, man, he was so fast, so explosive.
Whedon commits the foul. Garcia can't cap it as he misses the free throw. Lead is 5 for the West over the East. 3:42 to play here in the first half, 41-36. Lindley rises, fires, back rims it for the top of the circle. Ball deflected. Garcia has it. Now he brings it down the floor. Elijah kicks it out right corner. They'll pull it back out front. 3 the way is no good by Wooten. He runs down his own miss. Now attacks into the paint. Fakes the pass. Dumps it down low, and the layup is good.
Great pass.
Dillingham is 3 for 4, Doug, and all of his shots have come at the rim.
Yep, missed the first one. 3 in a row.
His head coach is Brady Kokajon. 43-36. Lead is the biggest, and the East turns it over. Wooten the strip, brings it down the floor, kicks it to Garcia, who goes up, missed it. Ball on the floor, picked up that time by Dillingham. He missed another one in front of the rim. And the rebound finally controlled by the Small East, but it's turned over. Scooped up by Devin Burt, up ahead for the weigh-in. That's Colton Dillingham.
Make it 4 or 5 for that young man, all at the rim.
45-36, 2:40 to play here in the first half. Whedon to kick out pass left wing, a little bit too much contact with Elijah Garcia, and Elijah picks up his first, the 3rd team foul against the West.
Man-to-man the whole way. Saw it all last night with the ladies, and here we are again.
Lindley to inbound the basketball. Whedon with it, top of the circle. Jackson probes, backs it out, now dribbles through a double team. Pulls up from 8 in the paint, back rims the shot. Tip is off the mark, no good. That was from Steele. The West has it. Burt lobs it up ahead, right side. Now he gets it back, fall-away jumper, no good from wing right. Rebound, Seneca Steele, and he'll push ahead with his team down 45-36. Whedon pump fake, slides left, bounces it down low. What a feed.
Absolutely.
As they find Lindley on the assist from Steele, and Case gets and one.
Nice pass by Steele. Just a little left-handed push pass.
Seneca Steele, who was not on the original roster out of Kansas High School, has really shown some skills to distribute the basketball. A couple very nice assists here in the first half. Free throws on the way, and Lindley knocks it down. That cuts the deficit down to 6. Devin Burt Jr., a quick half-court pass, settles right wing side. Now he'll lob it back out front for Elijah Garcia. His fall-away jumper, no. Rebound to the west or east.
I told you he was in the 1,000-point club. He did it in 3 years.
Unbelievable. West attack, spinning left, Steele into the paint. Whedon to the right corner. Out front, Lindley for 3, a little flat. Jackson Whedon tries to run it in bounds. Burt knocks it out of bounds, and they say it stays with the East.
Here comes the dynamic duo back in for Dell. quality players, quality kids. I know you've been around them a long time. You can
Trey
just
and
tell
Easton.
it just pours out of them.
It's unbelievable how good a young men have gone through that program. 3 on the way by Lindley, right side. Now look at Chambers. Yank down the miss and go back up and in.
Went up high, grabbed it two-handed. He's headed to 10 in the first half. Rebounds, that is.
Garcia drives, loses the handle, saves it in bounds left wing to Burt. He drives, loses it off of his foot. Chambers picks it up. It's knocked free, but a foul. And I think they're going to call it on the former Riverside Indian School Brave, Devin Burt Jr. Instead, it's against Goins, and that's going to be his, or are they calling that on, it's on Devin Burt Jr. That's his first.
Yep. I got to watch him play in the very first game of the year
That guy
at
can fill it
OBU.
up.
Yes, incredible offers from University of Southwest, and just really speedy. Average 22 points a game.
Already the East into the bonus, so Trey Chambers will shoot the double bonus.
Does he have 8 points?
He does have 8 points.
I believe
and probably
he's-
about as many rebounds.
Yes. He's trying to get the double-double in the first half here.
Chance to get to 10 right here. Trey in his final year averaged 12.8 points per ball game. Second and final free throw is up, and he got them both. So he has 10, and the lead all of a sudden is down to 2 for the West. 45-43, 90 seconds to go here in the first half. Dillingham penetrates the zone,
How
goes
about that?
right, left to right for the bucket.
You said it. He's got 10 points, and I believe all at the rim.
He is 5 of 7 shooting. Lindley. Whedon dribbles the ball off of his leg. Now it's knocked out of his hands, but a kick ball against the aforementioned Dillingham.
Pride of Drummond. Bulldogs?
They are the Bulldogs. They have recently, not the last couple of years, but prior to that, they had a terrific run in
Yep.
baseball.
Yep.
One of the better fall baseball programs of the state.
Would you call it a suburb of Enid, Oklahoma?
Yeah, maybe a suburb of Lahoma.
There you go.
Whedon, follow-away jumper, right block, no. Edmondson crashes, rebound to the west. Up ahead, Burt. Pass was offline. Devin runs it down, resets in the corner. Burt with Chambers on him. Funnels a pass down low. Wooten on the block. Davenport. What a great pass to Burt for the layup.
Absolutely. No look, but shuffled it over.
40 seconds to go in the half. Gliding to the goal. The shot was challenged by Burt and missed. Devin Burt may have gotten a piece of that. Justice Davis for 3. Splash.
Goodness. A little step back. Nothing but the bottom. Granite.
They've cooled off. That's only their second 3 ball here in the period. They had 8 in the first period. Whedon misses a long 3. Edmondson the rebound to Chambers. Bang! He got it left circle.
Why not? The big fella.
Burt on a back door move off a half-court pass gets the play in.
Oh, sweet kiss off the glass. Beautiful.
That's the way they played at Riverside, up and down the floor. Open 3 left wing by Lindley. Back rims. Chambers battles for the rebound. Gets it back. Goes up. And it can't. No indication yet. They give him the basket, and Chambers finishes with the final 5 points. And the East will go in trailing 54-46 here at halftime.
If you can give a first half player of the half, it's Chambers for me.
Yeah, he's done it all, both on the glass and in scoring. Halftime here in the small school all-state game from Memorial Veterans Arena in Tulsa, where the West leads the East 54-48. Doug and I are back shortly here on Squirtle.
Farming today isn't just about hard work. It's about making smart choices. That's where Correction Line Ag and BW Fusion step in. We're redefining crop nutrition with cutting-edge biology that delivers real results. Stop relying on outdated methods. It's time for a fresh approach. CLA delivers data-driven solutions tailored for every growth stage, boosting your farm's ROI. Ready to get started? Call 833-CLA-SOIL or visit correctionlineag.com. Smarter farming starts here.
At Whispering Creek, we believe home is more than just a place. It's a feeling of warmth, comfort, and belonging. Our 55-plus community is designed to foster a sense of camaraderie and well-being, ensuring you love where you live. Nestled in the heart of Oklahoma City, Whispering Creek offers a unique blend of convenience and serenity with beautifully designed homes, lush landscapes we offer, an array of amenities tailored to enhance your lifestyle. Whether you're enjoying a leisurely stroll along our walking trails, socializing with neighbors in our clubhouse, or taking a dip in the pool, or exploring the nearby city attractions, you'll find countless reasons to fall in love with Whispering Creek. Embrace a life where every day feels like a retreat and every moment is an opportunity to cherish the joy of living at Whispering Creek. Call us at 405-506-7416 to learn more.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
For over a century, Sooner Plains Ag has been at the heart of our communities. Sooner Plains Ag is proud to support all area students and athletes from their hometowns and yours. Sooner Plains Ag is ready to service your grain, fertilizer, and farm supply needs. You can also fill up at one of their 2 convenience stores in Fairview and Mino. Sooner Plains Ag is honored to serve their member owners in their 4-county area for more than 100 years. Sooner Plains Ag, farmers helping farmers. It's that simple.
The future comes fast, which is why it's important to start planning for tomorrow, today. So whether you're setting aside money for something special or just safeguarding it against a rainy day, at Gateway, we've got competitive rates on a full suite of savings products. So consider us your gateway to earning money on your money. Open a high-yield savings account with an annual percentage yield of 3.5%. Visit gatewayfirst.com. Gateway First Bank, member FDIC.
There you see the score on your screen as we welcome you back here to Memorial Veterans Arena at Memorial High School in Tulsa. Last night it was the center stage for the girls' OCA All-State game. Tonight it is the boys' turn. And at halftime, this certainly has not disappointed with the West leading the East in the small school game 54-48. Interesting 2 stats in the first half. The small West has not attempted a free throw. They lead, though, and have controlled this first half. They currently have a 6-point advantage because they have made 10 3-point shots, 8 of those coming in the first 8 minutes. By comparison, the small East is 7 of 8 from the free throw line, but they have just 5 made 3-point baskets. So the East, who trails the West by 6 at halftime, has been outscored 30-15 on 3-point shots. We'll take another break. When we return, we'll have the first half scoring for this all-state tilt here at Tulsa. At halftime, it's the West leading the East 54-48 on Squirtle.
Coach Stewart's daughter, she's going to OU.
Good.
Yeah, see something, man.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief. These are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
Our brand, Octus Legacy Private Wealth Management, is a reflection on our commitment to our clients, each other, and the growth we hope to achieve. As friends for multiple years, we operate like a tight-knit family where harmony and collaboration thrive. Our dedicated team of financial professionals complement each other, drawing on decades of shared experience. With a keen eye for detail, we understand each other's strengths, allowing us to deliver quality service. Our camaraderie extends beyond the workplace. We connect as friends, checking in over the weekends to stay connected. Our bond transcends the typical 9-to-5 workday, reflecting our commitment to genuine relationships. To become a client today, call us at 405-252-5925.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome back to Tulsa. Halfway through game one of our doubleheader tonight in the OCA Boys All-State Games here on Squirtle. Wrestling going on from Catoosa on Squirtle as well. 54-48, the West on top of the East. You may or may not have heard what my buddy Doug was saying during the break, but Doug, exciting news for you and Lincoln Christian this afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have an opportunity to be a part of Lincoln Christian. Been there 16 years and worked with Coach Melody Stewart, but her daughter, Maddie Stewart, looks to be heading to the University of Oklahoma. Had several D1 offers. I believe it came down to OU, OSU, Nebraska, and Missouri were her final four. And it looks to be that she'll be a Sooner. So just incredible.
I may be a little bit biased, but good for her. Good choice.
Oh, my goodness.
Couple of other notes very quickly. I'm sure you've heard this by now that the OCA has elected to move the All-State conventions to Edmond for 3 years, starting next year at the Hilton Garden Inn. That's out by I-35. It had been held here in Tulsa at the Marriott Tulsa Southern Hills since 2009. So change of venue when we see you next summer for the OCA.
Yeah, Todd, when I first started coming in 1990, I mentioned Coach David Glover, the late great, just going to clinic with him and Coach Zaire and Coach Mark Van Meter. It used to go back and forth every 3 years. Oklahoma City, Tulsa, back and forth they went. And for the longest time, like you said, it's been here at Tulsa. It's kind of morphed over the years. It used to be a full week adventure for coaches and their families. And now it's more come and go type scenario, even for the players.
One other little bit of news that I'm very happy to share. Dayton Forsyth, former Dale Pirate, and now a University of Oklahoma Sooner. He was the winner of the Nate Fleming Oklahoma AAU Athlete of the Year Award.
Wow.
I know Maddie's a terrific young woman. Dayton is a terrific young man. This state is being represented in a couple of very prestigious news bulletins today by two quality individuals.
Yeah, I mentioned Maddie Stewart, but you've also got Audrey Hopkins at it.
Enabling Local. Sidwell Distribution is a local business that loves supporting Northwest Oklahoma schools and businesses. We are here to service all of your concession stands, restaurants, food trucks, churches, and more. With candy, paper goods, fried
Small East rounding out their scoring. Lindley has 3, 5 from Davis, 5 from Smithy, 7 from Seneca Steele, 4 from Easton Prater. 2 double-figure scores for the West, 11 from Garcia, 10 from Dillingham. Dillingham is 5 of 7, all at the rim of the first half. 6 from Goins, 5 from Davenport, 2 from Harris, 3 from Wooten, 3 from Thiessen, 6 from Devin Burt Jr., and 8 from Nate Hidalgo. Second half is coming up after this final 1-minute break. West leads the East at halftime here on Squirtle.
Braum's is bringing the heat. Introducing Braum's new spicy chicken sandwiches. Flavor this good just can't be beat. Braum's crispy, tender, spicy chicken delivers just enough kick to ramp up our original recipe. Get it regular or club style with crispy bacon and American cheese. Add on Braum's sauce for that extra burst of heat, and you have spicy chicken sandwich perfection, because nothing is better than Braum's.
Here we go. Both teams back out on the floor, ready to start the second half. It will be the West moving from left to right as we watch high atop Memorial Veterans Arena here tonight. Halfway through the first of our doubleheader, along with Doug Delsa, the Squirtle crew, I'm Todd Miller. They lob it backdoor. The ball's knocked away from Nate Hidalgo, who regathers at the foul line and resets top of the circle. He'll go to work against Smithy. Veers right. Smithy backs off. He fires a 12-footer, and he back-rimmed it. Rebound off the floor and controlled by Diesel Davis. Davis looking for a screen, dribbles between the legs out high. Angles right, backs in. Now kicks it out of the wing. Lindley's first 3 of the second half is online but short. Rebound to the West. They have it 2-on-2. Driving, spinning, Buckenborg. He lays it in. Hunter was the only player for the West to have played but not scored in the first half. It builds the lead back to 8.
Well, that didn't take him long. He got on the board.
Almost a steal from Goins out front. East goes into the paint. Running shot, no good. Follow shot good, though, by Jacob Smithy. He has 7.
The big man went up, got it, put it right back.
Minute gone in the second half, 56-50. Jab step move. Goins falling away for the elbow of the stripe. Missed it. And the rebound controlled by Diesel Davis. He'll stop, pop for 3. Got it. Right circle.
Davis, great body control right there, filling it up.
Every time it looks like the West is going to run away and hide, the East makes a run. That deficit from 8 down to 3.
Yeah, the great pressure, both ends.
Kick out corner 3. Rattles off, no good from Thiessen. He's shot cold tonight.
Diesel.
Left 3, no good. That one hit the rim and goes over the backboard out of play.
Yeah, he got a good look at it. He'd already hit one this half.
Kyler Thiessen, who was a state champion this past season, runner-up a year ago.
And the year before, I believe.
Also had a lot of success in baseball. It's just one made 3 here tonight. There's a turnover. Hidalgo tried to force it down low. Intercepted by Smithy. Goes 1-on-2 to the rim and finger rolls it home.
Very athletic.
56-55. Back the other way quickly. Bucket board. Layup around and down.
Got hit right in the face, but man, what a great move to score that.
His second basket, all coming here in the third period. 58-55 West over the East.
Yeah.
With just over 6 minutes to play in the third period.
Little Euro step to finish it.
Whedon gets the inbounds pass, bounces it back to Lindley. They dare Case to shoot. He does, comes up short. Front rimmed it, Goins the rebound, bounces it up ahead. Thiessen pulls up with the block. Defender goes by and he banks it home. Thiessen now with 5, his first 2-point shot. That's the lead, 60-55. Whedon's jumper, no good, right wing. Underneath, Hidalgo has the rebound. He'll shoot it up ahead, right side for Thiessen. Thiessen cut off at the circle. Ball knocked into the backcourt by Davis. Retrieved by Braylon Goins. Under 5.5 to play here in the third period. West leads the East by 5. Backing down, Goins spins, lost the handle. And they're going to say that Diesel Davis got him on the hand, and that's his first personal.
Goins got a chance to watch him as well. State champion at Millwood.
Talked about Jeff Edmondson, who set Easton point of this ball game. Jeff stepping away from Dale after a 121-6 record over the last 4 years and 4 straight 2A state titles. Goins' first foul shot is up and good. Among their wins this year was at home over Millwood, the eventual 3A state champion. But the other news, guy you know very well, Rudy Garcia, stepping down from Tulsa Union after a runner-up finish in 6A last year. Is the second free throw no good.
Yeah, just an incredible coach. Been there for so many years. I got to work with him for 7 years. State championship in 04 with him. Just a great mentor and coach.
Smithy misses the layup, steal the rebound. Out front, Lindley. Now he gets it to Whedon. Bounces it left side, Diesel Davis. Doing a lot of dribbling, almost lost it out of bounds. We roll under 5 minutes to play here in the third period from Tulsa Memorial. Between the circles is Diesel Davis. Pump fakes, goes up, long 2, back rims, no. Rebound taken down by by Blade Harris. Good athlete, baseball, football, basketball standout for Marlowe. Hidalgo out front, wing right, Muckenborg. Misses that 3, rebound yanked down by Seneca Steele. Davis back the other way, counterattacks, pitches right corner. Lindley pump fake, steps left, 3 on the way, no.
One thing about it,
with a rebound.
One thing about it, when you're playing 4-minute periods here, literally they are getting after it. Back and forth we go.
Left unguarded, spikes that one down left-handed. He has 10, and just like that, Doug, here we go. 6 straight, the lead back to 8. Davis spins. Now reverse pivots, goes up and knocks down the one-hander with the paint.
Last couple trips, he's been determined to score, and there it is.
10 points for Diesel Davis from OK. They've had an OK program the last several years. Out front, Muckenborg. Long 3, no. Davis the rebound. 2 dribbles up ahead to Whedon. Jackson dribbles to the corner, gets his feet set, fires a 3, got it. That's too easy. You can't give him that much time, and we're going to stoppage a play for substitutes. With 3:53 to go in the third, and the lead down to 3 again. 63-60 as the East has answered with 5 in a row.
You mentioned Davis, averaged 18 points a game. He'll play at Independence Community College. This past year, they were 27-5.
You know, there's a lot of the players in both games that are going to Kansas, either the NAI schools or the JUCO route. We'll talk more about that in the second game tonight. Driving right, Justice Davenport feeds it to Burt. Right circle, Dillingham is 3 in and out. That's his first jump shot of the night from longer than 4 feet.
Yeah.
Rebound to Judah Gibson. Gibson being ridden into the paint all the way to the goal. Lays it up and in with the left hand and hung on the rim and found the bottom.
Found the bottom. Got it up there. Nice move.
7 straight now for the East, and all the way to the goal for an and one is going to be Elijah Garcia. And should that come as a surprise, he led the West in the first half with 11 points.
Yeah, outstanding. One of the top prospects via Prep Hoops. I mentioned 1,000 Point Club.
3A semifinalist was Crooked Oak, the Roughnecks this season, and Garcia quickly splashes home his 14th point. The West, 2 of 3 for the foul line after not shooting a free throw in the first half. Pass knocked away and nearly stolen. Good effort that time by Garcia. Couldn't find the handle.
The Crooked Oak team didn't have a lot of size, but they all looked a lot like Garcia and extremely fast. The whole team.
Edmondson gets a lob pass inbounds with 3:15 to play here in the first half. He looks right side for Gibson, knocked out of bounds by Burt.
About the great Hunter Shepard down there taking pictures, ready to go to work.
Everybody had as much joy in their life for their work as that man has taking pictures. This would be a lot happier world, I can tell you. Edmondson splashes down to 3.
There he is. Nothing
He didn't
but the
shoot a
bottom.
lot in high school, but when he did, he was very, very good shooter by percentage. Burt tries to get it back, no good. East with a rebound, can take the lead, down 1. Chambers into the front court, stops, misses it short for the top of the key. Rebound to Justice Davis. They don't get back, and he lays it in. It was 3-on-0 at the other end.
Yeah, we haven't seen that a lot.
And another turnover as the ball's knocked away. Steal by Wooten. He goes to the paint and lays it in. He's got 5 points. Lead stretched to 5, 70-65, under 2.5 to play in the third.
Got a little sloppy on this end.
Easton Prater holds, bounces across court. Whedon pump fakes, slides right, misses short on the 3. Edmondson with a rebound, resets, dribbles out left side. Easton had his pocket pick. Now he gets it right back. Lobs it middle of the floor for Judah Gibson. Down low to Whedon, to the rim for the layup.
Played for the state semifinals, 30-2 this past year. He was player of the year in Class B.
Lead is 3 for the West as they quickly get back, and the East will force them to settle into a half-court offense with 1:51 to play here in the third period. Devin Burt, Justice Davenport slides left to the top of the circle. Davenport tries to penetrate, and we get a travel. A little too much dribbling that time by the former Granite standout.
Yeah, he was wanting to get there, just turned it over. You don't see a lot of turnovers here.
Lindley is into the ball game. Whedon will go to the bench with 1:42 to play here in the third period. In Tulsa, 70-67 the score as driving right Gibson. He just imposed his will at the rim, and he's going to the line.
Yeah, it took quite a bit of contact to finish there. See if he can knock a couple down.
It's like they're going to call the foul on Justice Davenport. That's his first. Only the second, or make that the first on the West, to put the East into the double bonus late in the first half. First free throws up and
yeah, I was watching him shoot free throws the first half, and he held in there a little better that time. Earlier in the game, he was getting out of his rhythm. We'll see on this one.
Judah is now 5 of 5 in the free throw line as he hits both, and he's got a Baker's dozen, 13. Lead down to 1, 4 straight for the East. 3 by Davenport comes up short. Chambers another rebound. He has a double-double tonight by our totals.
Yeah, easily. Uh-oh.
Trey then throws it away, looking for Gibson between the circles. Taken away that time by Wooten to the goal. Lay in good.
The speed on the West is just picked up.
And another turnover. Davenport with a steal. Throws it up ahead. Dillingham with another layup. Dillingham with a dozen at 74-69. 70 seconds to play in the third. Chambers out front to his teammate at Dale, Easton Edmondson. Edmondson through the paint. Jump passes left quarter. Ball deflected out of bounds. I was talking to Jeff Edmondson before the ball game. He spoke at Coach's Clinic this year, and he opened his entire bag, or most of it, and spilled his guts on his offense.
Yeah.
Why not? He's finished.
You usually try to get one little nugget from those meetings, but he gave out several nuggets.
3-point basket, good. And that is Easton Prater, 74-72. Burt steps left, 3 pinballs in and out for the circle. Another rebound for Case Lindley. He veers into the front court. Lindley pulls up underneath the foul line. Shot in and out and back down. That's some sweet touch by Case Lindley.
Absolutely. Hit every part of the rim and drops.
26 seconds to go in the third, 74 apiece. The East has overcome an 8-point deficit here in the second half.
We've got a good one.
Garcia spreads the floor as he works in the front court right below us. Beats the double team, lobs it across the floor. Wooten. Back to Burt. Out front, Garcia. 5 seconds to play in the period. Garcia loses it, runs it down, lays it up, missed it. Davenport had his hands on the rebound. Gibson has it. Gibson will fire from half court off balance, and he missed it wide right. And that will take us to the final 8 minutes of these young men's high school career. Tied at 74 from Tulsa Memorial here on Squirtle.
Summer job, babysitting money, graduation gifts. Sounds like it's time to open a free student checking account with Communication Federal Credit Union. It's made for teens and tweens. Open your new account and get a free Visa debit card for secure shopping power online or in stores. Plus, mom and dad can transfer money in and manage it all from the app. Go to comfedcu.org for details. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Turnover, Garcia with the steal as we start the fourth period. Elijah Garcia now has his 6th basket. He breaks the 74 all-time with 20 seconds gone here in the fourth period.
Talked about the speed, and you see it showing out right here.
Don't tell me Hardaway was kidding when he said he wants to win this ball game. Baseline right, knocked out of the hands of Seneca, or a steal. He gets it back as it's stripped of the way up. Turnover forced that time by Garcia. Kick out right, going, splashes the three. He's got 9 on 3 3-point baskets, 10 for the ball game. Gliding to the goal, coming up short on the layup was Smithy. Rebound is saved in bounds. Deep three. Diesel Davis, no good. And it's out of bounds. 79-74, 50 seconds. A 5-0 run by the West.
You talk about the tradition at Dell. How about the tradition at Millwood? My goodness for going.
They're probably going to win it again next year, too. Screen left, Garcia. Into the paint, pitches left corner. Three, good.
The pride of Drummond right there.
Dillingham has 15 points, 82-74. 6:45 to play in the ball game. They beat the pressure. Davis for three. Bang! He got it. Diesel with his third three. It's a double figures with 13. 82-77. Driving right, bucketboard. Spins away from Edmondson. Hunter lays it in.
Boy, he came to life this half for sure.
It's a matchup I would have liked to have seen this year. Okarche and Dale, two small school powers. It didn't happen. 84-77. Edmondson is trapped, has the ball deflected. Goins the takeaway to the goal. 1-on-3, throws up a runner, and he airballed it.
Took a little contact there.
And rebound to the east. Smithy in transition. Edmondson. Goins is out throwing him. Those two matched up in the regular season. Whedon for three. Got it.
Wow.
Paxton starting to get going, and it's a 4-point game. It was 7 just a moment ago. 2 minutes in, it's 84-80.
I'm used to seeing him in green and yellow.
Goins splashes down another one. Whedon can just kind of shake his head. That's 13 for Braylon. 6 here in the second half. 87-80.
Got his feet set, knocked it down. About 25-footer.
5:47 to play in the ball game. Edmondson drives left, goes up, shot around and out. Did everything but finish as he got around Dillingham. Bolton the rebound. And it knocked away. Now spins across midcourt. Funnels it to Hidalgo. 2.5 minutes gone to the final 8-minute period. Nate Hidalgo from Hooker. 5+ hour drive here to Tulsa for All-State Week.
Coach Todd Kerr, I got to work with him over the years. Great coach.
Hidalgo loses it, gets it back, goes up, and puts it in. And it's 89-80. The biggest lead of the night for the Small West. We're going to time out with 5:20 to play.
That was funny. Hidalgo wanted a screen from Dillingham. Dillingham's like, I'm a scorer, not a screener. What are we doing here? So
take a break. Be back on Squirtle.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
Todd Miller, Doug Nelson, the crew with you on Squirtle, one of the sports animal apps tonight. All-State Week winding down. Football tomorrow night at Shawnee at Crane Family Stadium in the Herd Athletic Complex. Diesel Davis, a high-arcing contested 3, misses short out of the timeout. West pushes with the biggest lead of the night. Good bounce pass, but Burt was not expecting it, and it is knocked out of bounds by the East. Brady Wooten was the one that delivered the bounce pass. 89-80. So the West have led by as many as 8 and now 9 in the second half. Wooten pulls down the inbounds pass away from Edmondson. Kicks it off on the left wing side. Driving, Blade Harris, jumper around and down.
Blade Harris is just an athlete. Just a good-looking kid, able to do whatever.
91-80 the score. Here's the full court pressure, and Edmondson's pass knocked away. It's 2-on-2. Look at the pass. Bertho blew the way up, and he gets it back, but all started by Justice Davis.
Yeah, and Blade's in there as well.
Run out of the other end. Steele catches up with it, but he was a little out of sync and took steps to give it right back.
13-point lead. That might be the largest.
It is. And this after the game was tied at 74 heading into the final 8 minutes. 93-80 with 4:25 to play. Clock rolling. Harris for 3, airballs it. And good effort that time.
19-6 run, yeah. Sorry, I apologize.
You're good. Wooten nearly stepped around Edmondson to save it back in bounds. Easton will trigger it in.
At 74 all, we're like, hey, this is going to be a great finish, so we'll see if they can fight back.
Whedon bounces it up ahead. Steele to the rim for the lay-in.
Boy, I like him. He's strong.
9 points for a kid that yesterday was out of the roster.
Yeah.
93-82 at the midway point of the fourth period. Down high, Justice Davenport slides left, pivot to the paint. Now to Wooten for 3 on line, but short ball out of bounds. Last touched by Harris.
So as they are nominated, they're ranked in order, and so they just bump up. You know, if a guy can't play or if he's going to the next level and, that D1, college or wherever won't let him play, next guy up.
You wonder if having All-State Week a little earlier this summer might solve some of the problems.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Because a lot of the D1 guys, let's say Dakota Terrell for Pensacola, who was supposed to be in this ball game, 3-sport signee for Missouri in football at tight end, he's already in Columbia.
Yeah. Same with the girls last night. You had several already at the next level.
Gibson misses a fall-away right wing jumper. Burt the rebound. Devin pushes into the front court, weaves through the top of the key. Underhands it left side. Pump fake. Wooten drives. Banks it home, and he'll get it and one.
Bucket is good. What a strong move by that young man.
He'll have a chance for his 10th point with a free throw. First foul of the second half is called against Case Lindley. Should I say the fourth period. And that scored against the East, who are really in trouble now. They trail it by 13. Free throw is short by Wooten. His total remains at 9. Easton Prater, a deep 3. No good for the hill of the rim. Chambers kept rebound alive, lost it. Diesel Davis with it in the left corner. Gets it back to Chambers, looking for a screen from Judah Gibson. Trey dribbling, gets it to Gibson on a handoff out high. With 3:09 to play. Gibson into the paint. Draws a double, kicks it cross court. Prater's 3, flash.
Great job getting to the paint. Got a paint touch and then kicked it out for the 3 ball.
Easton Prater has 10 points, 95-85. 3:01 to play in the ball game. Down the paint goes Wooten, and he is going to draw the foul on Trey Chambers. And Wooten right now is just taking this game over with his ball handling skills.
Yeah, I felt like Chambers had pretty good position. Must have got him down low.
Brady Wooten, a chance again to get to double figures. He missed the back end of a and one. This will only be the 5th and 6th free throws for the West tonight as he splashes that home, and all have come since halftime. Out of the ball game goes Justice Davenport. Braylon Goins, the 6'1 guard from Millwood. Kansas Wesleyan commit, 3-time state champion, averaged 11 this past year, will come into the ball game.
You know, for years this game was at the Mabee Center. I kind of like it in here, a little more intimate feel. Crowds filling in nicely.
Second free throw, no good. Second chance. Goins pays it off as he splashes a three home. 99-85. 2:45 to play. Diesel into the paint, loses the handle. It was knocked away and picked up by Blade Harris. The midcourt, Goins, another three. Bang! He's got 6 3-point baskets and 19 points.
Averaged 11.2. He is showing out tonight.
102-85. Davis in the paint. They call a foul. And that is going to go, I believe, on Harris. Excuse me, that's on Wooten. That's his first. That was to stop the clock for substitutes.
Going to have to go ahead and say Mr. Goins is going to be my MVP if it holds true here.
Judah Gibson to inbound the ball. Case Lindley holds it out front. Right wing side, Gibson had it knocked out of his hands. And another takeaway. Mecklenburg with a steal. Right side, Goins. They get a hand out there on him, force him to drive baseline. Now he whips it to Hunter. Mecklenburg off the dribble, throws up a little running one-hander. It's in and out, no good. Ball spiked to the floor to Judah Gibson off the rebound. Gibson, the midcourt, finds Prater. Prater, 2-on-2, kicks it to Davis left side. He spins. Diesel Davis trying to no-look bounce pass, and it's taken away by Garcia. Elijah, alley-oop lob to Mecklenburg, a little offline, and Hunter tipped it up and hit the bottom of the rim. Judah Gibson all the way into the goal. Layup good. I like this kid. I really do.
Yeah, it looked like one of his last moves.
Shouldn't be surprised. He's an all-stater. 102-87. Minute and a half to play for
That's
Tulsa
his
Memorial.
spot.
Goins finally shows he's human as he back rims that one. Gibson the rebound. Pushes into the front court for the Small East. Cross courts it. 3 right side. Prater. No good. He made one from there a moment ago, but had 2 more points. Another rip for Trey Chambers as he tips the miss in.
So Goins likes this spot right here in front of us on this right side. See if he comes back to it again.
I'm going to tell you, Goins statistically has the numbers with the 6 3-pointers. I thought Elijah Garcia was very, very good when this game was still
Early,
competitive.
yes, sir.
Devin Burt's 3, pinballs in and out. Seneca Steele for the rebound. Going to the floor, is able to get it to Prater.
You know, in the All-Star or All-State volleyball matches, they gave a MVP, both sides. They didn't last night in the girls.
They should. Easton Prater nearly lost it, goes up. Shot was blocked that time by Hidalgo. Picked back up by Steele when he's fouled on the way to the goal.
But the Squirtle team can name one.
We can do whatever we want.
Absolutely.
They left us without any upper management here, Doug. We can do whatever the heck we want to do.
It's almost really funny to think about that you and I are in charge right now.
Ooh, it's pretty scary, isn't it? Steele back rims the first free throw. Coming up in the second game, Jaleel Cotton from Memorial High School will play in his All-State game at his home floor. I make mention of that because off to our left, there's a huge board that lists all the All-Staters dating back to 1967 for Memorial.
I believe he's the 50th.
51st.
There you go.
Steele hits the second, 102-90. Quick 3 put up out front. Davenport rattles it home. This was an unbelievable shooting performance for an all-star game heading into August. Lindley. A flash steal high. Seneca's follow-away jumper, short. Davenport the rebound. Lobs it up ahead. Mecklenburg off the glass to Hidalgo for the slam.
That's what you play the All-Star game for right there.
Give Hunter Mecklenburg a lot of credit. That was a really unselfish play.
You could see it coming a mile away.
Quick 3, Steele right wing, no. Chambers stick back, no. Trey tips it out. Lindley runs it down. Now they have a broken floor. Lindley left circle, splashes on the
3 ball. 107-93.
And an ear steal by Lindley at the other end. Mecklenburg that had his ball knocked out of his hand, so that's going to do it. I think they took some time off the clock.
It disappeared pretty quick. They were on pace for 126. They end with 107.
107-93, the final score. I knew they didn't, but it certainly felt like it. It went by quick in the fourth period. We'll be back to put a bow on the first game of All-State Wednesday night here from Tulsa after these messages on Squirtle.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
For a bank that's big enough to serve you, but small enough to know you, turn to Alva State Bank. Whether you're opening your first checking account, going to college, starting a small business, planning a wedding, or having a baby, Alva State Bank is here for all of life's milestones. To learn more, visit any Alva State Bank branch or go online to alvastatebank.com. Alva State Bank. They plant roots where others have branches. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome back high atop Memorial Veterans Arena at Tulsa Memorial High School in northeastern Oklahoma. As OCA All-State Week continues, the girls took center stage last night. We are halfway through the boys doubleheader, and the Small East blow away the Small West blow away the Small East after the game was tied at 74. 8 of the fourth period. They win it tonight 107-93. The story of this one, Doug Nelson, very, very easy. 16 three-pointers made for the Small West.
Yeah, when it was tied at 74, you could just see the West impose their will with their quickness. They went on a 19-6 run, and it was pretty much over at that point.
Small East wins it tonight by a count of 107-93. For what it's worth, we're going to name our players of the game. Let's start with the Small East squad. We both like Trey Chambers, who played his final game representing Dale High School. Trey with a double-double tonight, including 17 points. Now, his scoring slowed after halftime. He had 15 of those in the first half.
Yeah, just love the effort that he put forth going after rebounds. Smart, heady guy. You can just tell him and Edmondson have played so many games together.
We are going to the MVP for the Small West. We thought Elijah Garcia for most of the game was the one that really led them, and then Braylon Goins helped blow the doors off of the East with a three-point barrage in the fourth period.
Yeah, really the speed of Garcia caused all kinds of havoc, plus the fact that young man can score at will. And then Goins, you saw what he did, putting on the display pretty much from the same spot from a three-point range, lighting it up with 6 threes.
Okay, let's take a look at the scoring. Goins with 19, Davenport with 10, Harris with 4, 10 from Wooten, 15 from Dillingham, 5 points from Thiessen, 8 from Burt Jr., 16 Garcia, 6 Muckenborg, and 14 from Hidalgo. 2 of 6 for the Small West at the foul line. All of those coming to the second half. Easton Edmondson finished his basketball career with 3 points tonight. 15 from Judah Gibson, 8 points apiece. Whedon and Lindley, 13 Diesel Davis. Trey Chambers had 17 points and a double-double tonight. 9 points, Jacob Smithy, 10 each, Prater, and Steele. And that is the wrap-up of game number 1 with the Small East. Bested the Small West tonight by 14 points, 107-93. Tip-off for game number 2 is about 30 minutes away, and we'll have that for you in about 28 minutes right here on Squirtle.